Nation, let me take this opportunity to welcome you to another edition of Pop Gumbo, where we are talking what is popping in pop culture. As usual, I'm Dr. Tachi. We're going to get to it. Have you ever wanted to say, what in the Lifetime movie is this? Now you can. Now, if you're not familiar with Lifetime movies or you've never watched any, let me fill you in. Often they have some crazy premises. Stalked by my doctor, a sleepwalker's nightmare. Who stole my daughter? The wrong boy next door. And other crazy things like that. But Lifetime is not just known for making these crazy movies. They're also known for making a fair amount of biopics. And now, the latest trailer Lifetime has dropped is one for a biopic on Miss Cleo. And this is actually going to be directed by Tim Reed. So this film is detailing the life of Yuri Del Harris, who plays Miss Cleo on the Psychic Readers Network. So she goes from being a single mother in need of work to becoming one of the most famous psychics and most famous people of the 90s. I mean, you couldn't get away from seeing a Psychic Readers Network commercial back then. Now, playing the title role of Miss Cleo is going to be Robin Allen. And if you don't know that name, but you know the 90s rapper Lady of Rage, that's who she is. She's also going to be joined by Shane Johnson of Power fame and Ian Bohen of Yellowstone fame. The film also stars Daphne Maxwell Reid, Coco Brown, Tawanda Braxton, and many others. The biopic Miss Cleo Horizon Fall is set to debut on Lifetime August 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by a documentary. Yes, there is a documentary too called Call Me Miss Cleo. All right, in other news, Missy Elliott. I love Missy Elliott. She is absolutely one of the most creative artists I have ever known, and I think you may agree with me. She has this very cool intergalactic vibe, and she actually is the epitome of what we call Afrofuturism before all the Afrofuturism that we know today. In fact, she is so intergalactic that NASA has launched her song into space. NASA has made history by transmitting the first hip-hop song into deep space through their deep space network. They chose the song The Rain, Supa Dupa Fly by Missy Elliott to make a journey to Venus on July 12th. According to Black Enterprise, this song traveled 158 million miles in 14 minutes to get to its destination. NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab in California facilitated this transmission, making a groundbreaking connection between music and space exploration. So Elliott wrote on X, "Yo, this is crazy. My song The Rain has officially been transmitted all the way to Venus." Now, this is very interesting and right on time because this transmission is coinciding with her tour Out of This World, which is her very first ever North American tour. NASA has done this before. In fact, they did it in 2008 with the Beatles song Across the Universe. And just looking at Missy Elliott, doesn't it make perfect sense that NASA would want her song to be next? Brittany Brown is NASA's Digital and Technology Division Director, and she says this. But first, I think it would be appropriate to have some intergalactic Missy-style eyewear. I don't know if this works, but it's going to work today. She says, both space exploration and Missy Elliott's art have been about pushing boundaries. Missy has a track record of infusing space-centric storytelling and futuristic visuals in her music videos. So the opportunity to collaborate on something out of this world is truly fitting. My friends, that is it for this edition of Pop Gumbo. As usual, I am very honored and humbled and pleased that you took the time to spend here with me and watch the entire thing, I hope. Also, I would love to know what you think about these two stories. Now, I may not be a fancy psychic like the late Miss Cleo was. However, I do predict that you know what I'm going to say next. That's right, the dream is real.